Hello everyone, this is Vivek and this is my next video on problems which are related to efficiency. Efficiency or speed or anything which is related to time and speed or efficiency. So those kind of problems which can be solved very simple and with very smaller techniques without using any formulas. So let's get started with our video. So first question, before we get on to the first question, let's try to understand the concept. Okay, though we see a question here, I'll try to make you guys understand something which is very important before we start solving the questions. So firstly, so if you could see this, okay, so let's assume there are a couple of people. Let's assume there's two people. One is A and there's another person named B. So if both have to have some 30 chocolates. So we have 30 chocolates and both have to have it. Chocolates. So we'll take it as 30 chocos and they'll have to have it within them. And let's assume the 30 chocolates, one person can have it in 10 days. That is, A is able to have it in 10 days and B is able to have it in 15 days. B is able to have it in 15 days. So what happens here is, if we look at it, the time taken by A and B, the time taken by A is going to be 10 days and B is going to be 15 days. It is in the ratio 2:3. It's going to be in the ratio 2:3. So 2:3 is the time taken ratio, but the efficiency, rather the efficiency of this, that is like 30 chocolates, how efficiently they are able to have it, how efficiently they are able to work. So 30 chocolates, A is able to finish in 10 days. So A is able to finish it in 10 days. It means 30 chocolates in 10 days, then per day A can have 3 chocolates. Rather B, 30 chocolates in 15 days, which means B can have 2 chocolates per day. So we know time taken is in the ratio 2:3, rather the efficiency is in the ratio 3:2, which naturally tells us the efficiency is inversely proportional to time, which is opposite to each other. When there's an increase of the number of people working or the efficiency of a person, the time taken by the person or the time taken by the group is going to be reduced. So when the time is more, we know the efficiency is going to reduce. So this is how things work. So when there's an increase, there's a decrease on the other side. When there's a decrease, there's an increase on the other side. So it's going to be way too simple. All that they're inversely proportional to each other. We have to know this alone. So rather, if this question itself, rather it was different. If A and B work together, how long will they take to finish those 30 chocolates? It's going to be very simple. A's efficiency is 3 and B's efficiency is 2. So efficiency is going to be 5. If 5 is the efficiency, how many days they're going to have? We know with 3 as the efficiency, A is able to have the chocolates in 30 days. 30 chocolates in 10 days. Then A and B together with 5 as the efficiency, how many days will they take to finish the chocolate? So those kind of problems we'll do it. So before that, another concept now. Probably the same thing if it was speed. Let's assume A is going at 10 kilometers per hour and B is going at 15 kilometers per hour. And we have to cover a distance of 30 kilometers. Instead of 30 chocolates, we'll take it as 30 kilometers. So if it is 30 kilometers and A is going at 15 kilometers per hour and B is going at A is going at 10 kilometers per hour and B is going at 15 kilometers per hour. 30 kilometers can be covered by A in A can be covering it 30 kilometers in okay, I've taken it as a bit different because for the previous question it was different and now it's different. But the answer is going to be the same, just that A is going to be traveling at 10 kilometers per hour and B is going at 15 kilometers per hour. Then the speed is in the ratio 2:3. Then we know, let's assume they'll have to travel this 30 kilometers. Then the time taken by them is going to be 10 kilometers per hour, A is going to take 3 hours and 15 kilometers per hour, B is going to take 2 hours. That means speed is in the ratio 2:3, time taken is in the ratio 3:2. It's the same, just that speed and time is also inversely proportional to each other, which means you go at maximum speed, the time taken by you is reduced. You go at much faster speed, you take the time taken by you is reduced. You take more time, that means your speed is less. So that's how things work. So with that concept, we'll start solving this question. So let's get started. So our first question says A is twice as efficient as B. So there are two people, A and B, and we have A's efficiency is twice as efficient as B, which means A is 2, B is 1. So when we see this itself, before even when there's an efficiency increase, we know that you know something, efficiency is 2 is to 1, then time taken will be 1 is to 2. We can just write it without even looking into the question, the other part of the question. We can just write it down, so that thing should be easy for us. So A is twice as efficient as B and can complete a work in 30 days before B. So it can complete a work in 30 days before B. So A is able to finish a work 30 days before B. So which means the time taken by A is much lesser than B. Or probably we could say B takes 30 days more than A. So if that is the case, here the time taken is in the ratio 1 is to 2, which means B takes 2 parts of the time and A takes 1 part of the time. So B takes 2 minus 1, 1 part extra. 1 part extra is taken by B. So if that 1 part extra is taken by B, then B is taking, as per the question, it takes 30 days more. So here as per the ratio it's 1 part more, and as per the question it is 30 days more, which means that one part of the time is going to be 30 days. That one part of the time is going to be 30 days. A very simple one. So how quickly can they complete a job together? So together, how quickly can they finish the work? So we know something, with efficiency as 2, A takes only one part of the time. So A takes only one part of the time, which means we know one part is 30 days. So with efficiency as 2, A takes 30 days to finish the work. See here, it is very clearly given the difference between them is one part, which is 30 days. And also on the other side, if you say A is also taking only one part of the time to finish the work. So if he is taking only one part of the time, which means A is taking only 30 days to finish the work, rather B would take 30 days more because it is 2 parts. So it's going to be 60 days for B. So if that is the case, with that, how quickly can they complete the work together is the question. If they work together, efficiency adds up. So if efficiency adds, we know with 2 as the efficiency, finishes the work in 30 days. If both work together, the efficiency is 2 plus 1, 3. If 3 as the efficiency, how many days will they take to finish the work? That's the question. So the answer is 2 into 30 divided by 3. So it's very simple. Our answer is going to be 20 days. So they can finish the work together in 20 days. A very simple question. When we solve more questions, you tend to understand these questions even better. If A is 20% less efficient than B, which means A is 20% less efficient than B, then it means that A would take more time than B. That's common sense. We should know that, because when the efficiency is lesser, so the time taken is more. So B alone can complete the work in 40 days, and how many days can A and B together complete the same work? Very similar question. Rather, just by our knowledge on fractions and percentages can help us in this question. So we know 20% is 1 by 5. Can help us in solving this question much faster. So 1 by 5. 1 by 5 means out of 5 parts, 1 part is lesser. Is a less efficient, which means out of 5 parts, which is natural, A is 1 part lesser. Which means B is 5 parts, A is 1 part lesser, which means A is going to be 4 parts. What they say is 1 by 5 lesser, which means 1 by 5 out of 5 is 1 less. A is out of 5 1 less. So if that is the case, A is to B is the question. A is to B, and the efficiency here is A is going to be 20% lesser, which means 1 out of 5 is lesser by M. So he takes only 4 parts of the time. Efficiency is having only 4 parts of the efficiency. B rather will have 5 parts of the efficiency. If efficiency is 4 is to 5, we know the time taken will be in the ratio 5 is to 4. And B takes 4 parts of the time. As per the question, B alone takes 40 days to finish the work. So B takes 40 days, and that is nothing but 4 parts of the time. 4 parts of the time is 40 days. So in how many days A and B together complete the same work? If they complete together, how many days will they take is the question. If they work together, we know A and B together, their efficiency is going to be 9. But with 5 as the efficiency, that is like B's efficiency is 5. Since we know the number of days, I'm taking that. B with 5 as the efficiency can finish the work in 40 days. We know it. Then together if they work 5 plus 4, 4 plus 5, that's the efficiency, it's 9. 9 is the efficiency. How many days will they take to finish the work? We should have an understanding now. When the efficiency increases, the number of days decreases. The efficiency is increasing here. The number of days will reduce. When the efficiency increases, number of days reduces. We'll have to directly multiply. Instead of cross multiplying, we'll have to multiply directly. Whenever there is one side increase, the other side that reduces, we should directly multiply. Rather, when there is an increase in both the sides or decrease in both the sides, we should cross multiply. So our answer is 5 into 40 by 9. 5 into 40 by 9. So our answer would be 9. When we cancel it, our answer is going to be 200 by 9. 200 by 9 is nothing but 22 2 by 9. 22 2 by 9 days. So for this direct multiplication and cross multiplication, we could take another understanding. For 1 rupee, if you get 2 chocolates, for 2 rupees, how many chocolates do you get? So since the money is more, so 1 rupee, it is going to be 2 chocolates. For example, 1 rupee, for 1 rupee, it's going to be 2 chocolates. Then for 2 rupees, how many chocolates do you get? So since the amount is increased from 1 to 2, the number of chocolates will also be increased. So here, we just cross multiply. So x is equal to 4. For 2 rupees, we get 4. This is how this works for cross multiplication. In these kind of questions, there's one data which is increasing, the other data reduces. There, we'll have to directly multiply. So let's go on to the next question. A is thrice as efficient as B and B is twice as efficient as C. If A, B, C work together, how long will they take to complete the job? If B alone completes the work in 10 days. We'll do one at a time. A is thrice as efficient as B and B is twice as efficient as C. Which means out of 3 people here, A, B, C, the least efficient is C. And C is, if I take it as 1, if I take C's efficiency as 1, if I take C's efficiency as 1, B is twice as efficient as C. So which means B would be 2. And A would be thrice as efficient as B, which means A would be 6. So if A is 6, B is 2 and C is 1, if A, B, C together work, how long will they take to complete the job, which B alone can complete in 10 days. So their efficiency is 6 to 1 and B with their efficiency as 2, B with the efficiency as 2 takes the number of days as 10 days. We know this. If 2 has the efficiency, it takes 10 days to finish the work. Then all 3 works. All 3 works is 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 8 plus 1, 9. 9 has the efficiency. How many days will they take? Here you cannot do this inverse. For 2 variables, that is like 6 is to 2, 2 is to 1, I can put it as 1 is to 2 as time. But here rather 6 is to 2 is to 1 will not give that inverse as time taken as 1 is to 2 is to 6, which is wrong. If you want, you can take the total work as 6 and C. If I take the total work is 6 and A has to finish in 6 days, which means A's efficiency is 1. B finishes in 2 days, which means, when it's coming down to 3 ratios, you will not get this inverse of it. Probably I'll explain that in the next questions, the coming up questions. But for this question, we'll see efficiency is 2, then it takes 10 days. Then if efficiency is 9, how many days will it take? So there is an increase in the efficiency, the number of days reduces. So answer is 2 into 10 by 9, which is nothing but 20 by 9. So answer is 2 by 9 days. 2 by 9 days to finish the work. So our next question. Walking at 6/7 of his usual speed, Sanchit is 12 minutes late. What is the usual time taken by him to cover that distance? So walking at 6/7 of his usual speed. So speed is in the ratio 6 is to 7, and then we know something, speed is 6 is to 7, the time is going to be 7 is to 6. If that is the case, what they've told is, instead of 7 parts, when they say 6 by 7, what they mean is, out of 7 parts of the speed, he goes only at 6 parts, which means instead of going at 7, he goes at 1 part lesser. Because he's going at only 6 parts, the time taken will increase. The time taken is 7 is to 6, which means instead of going at instead of 7 parts, he goes at 6 parts. Instead of traveling at 6 parts of the time, he takes 7 parts of the time, which means he takes 1 part extra. 7 minus 1, which is 1 part extra. That 1 part is given as 12 minutes because they've told it's 12 minutes late. Here, the time taken is like instead of 6 parts of the time, he goes at 7 parts. Usual speed is 7, but he goes only at 6 parts of the speed. Usual time is 6, but he goes at 7 parts, which is 1 part extra. That is nothing but 12 minutes. So what is the usual time taken by him to cover the distance? So usual time taken by him to cover the distance. Usual time taken by is 6. So 6 parts is nothing but 1 part is 12. So 6 parts is 6 into 12, which is nothing but 72 minutes. 72 minutes is normally taken by him. That day he has taken 84 minutes because 12 minutes extra. Next question. A child while going to school one day reduces his speed to 4/5 of his usual speed and reaches school. But he or she is 15 minutes late. What is his or her usual speed? So So very similar question to the previous one. Speed is in the ratio 4 is to 5. Then the time taken will be in the ratio 5 is to 4. So instead of 5 parts of the speed, he goes only at 4. Instead of reaching a place in 4 parts of the time, takes 5 parts, which means he takes 5 minus 4, 1 part extra time. That 1 part is nothing but 15 minutes. So their question is 1 part is 15 minutes. So what is this usual is or our usual time? It is not the speed. They're asking for the usual time. You can't find the speed here because there's no data given. They've asked for the usual time taken by him. So usual time taken by him is going to be 4 parts of the time. It goes at 4 parts of the time. So the answer is 4 into 15, which is nothing but 16 minutes. It takes 1 hour to finish that journey normally. That day he has taken 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay. So next question. A person travels at 80 kilometers per hour and reaches a place in 45 minutes. If he travels at 100 kilometers per hour, what time will he reach? So we know speed, it's 80 now, and the other one they say if he's going at 100. So speed is very clearly given. If he travels at 80, he reaches in 45 minutes. Then if he travels at 100, what happens? As per our understanding, we know speed will take the ratio. The speed ratio is 80 is to 100, which is nothing but 4 is to 5. If speed is in the ratio 4 is to 5, we know time will be in the ratio 5 is to 4. Time will be in the ratio 5 is to 4. If that is the case, the first person says and reaches a place, because he's going at 80 kilometers per hour, he reaches at 45 minutes. So 45 minutes is the time taken by him. So that 45 minutes. So if he travels 100 kilometers, he can reach the place in, is the question. And we know he has taken 5 parts of the time. As per 80 kilometers per hour, he goes at 4 parts of the speed, but he takes 5 parts of the time. That 5 parts of the time is 45 minutes, which is 5 into 9, which is 45 minutes. That is the case. Normally, that day, he goes at 100, which means he goes at much faster speed. So he will take the time in. So we know 4 parts of the time. It's nothing but 4 into 9, 36 minutes to reach the place. It will take 36 minutes to reach the place. That is possible. So that is how we can get to the question. We can still do it this way. 4 parts of the efficiency, it takes 45 minutes. Then 5 parts of the efficiency, how many minutes will it take? This increases, this will reduce. Still gives you the same answer. Or we can still do this method. Answer is 36. Next question. If Arti and Rita can do a job in 8 hours working together at their respective constant rates, Arti can do a job in 12 hours. In how many hours can Rita do the job? So what they've given here is there are 2 people, Arti and Rita. Arti plus Rita can finish a work in 8 hours. Then Arti alone can finish the work in 12 hours. So we can understand something. There's only 2 data which is given. So with this we can put ratios here very easily. So the time taken here is in the ratio 2 is to 3. Arti plus Rita, the time taken is 2 is to 3. And efficiency would be 3 is to 2. Efficiency would be 3 is to 2. Then their question is, how many hours can Rita do the job? So we know something. Arti's efficiency is 2. Arti plus Rita is 3. Arti plus Rita is 3. The Arti's efficiency is 2. Then we should understand something. Rita alone, the efficiency is going to be how much? Efficiency is going to be 3 minus 2, which is 1 as the efficiency. If 1 is the efficiency, how many hours can Rita do the job? We know with 2 as the efficiency, it takes 12 hours for Arti. Then 1 as the efficiency, it will take twice the time. Because she's only half the time, half as efficient as Arti. So it's going to be 1 as the efficiency, it takes how many days? Half the time. Directly multiply. It takes twice the time because she's only half as efficient. So it takes twice as time as Arti. Because one person is only half efficient, that means the person should take double the time. Or if the person is doubly efficient, he or she will take only half the time. Here the person is only half efficient as the other person. So which means he or she will take double the time. So the number of hours is going to be 24 hours here. So next question. A can do a bit of work in 8 days, which B alone can do it in 10 days. How long both cooperating can do it? A can do a similar question to the previous question. A is to B, we know, is in the ratio 4 is to 5. This is our time taken. They're talking about 8 days, 10 days. So A is to B, 8 days is to 10 days. So 8 is to 10. So I have taken that as 8 is to 10. I'm just being a bit quick because by now you should be understanding what I'm doing here. So that's why. So A is to B should be in the ratio 8 is to 8 days is to 10 days. So that is nothing but 4 is to 5. Then speed will be in the ratio, I'm sorry, efficiency. Here they're not talking about time speed, they're talking about number of days, it's about the efficiency. Then efficiency is going to be 5 is to 4. Efficiency is nothing but 5 is to 4. The question right now is how long both cooperating can do the work is their question. So something which is given here is with A can do a job in 8 days, with A 5 as the efficiency, A 5 as the efficiency, A's efficiency is 5, he can finish the work in 8 days. Both working together, that means both work together, the efficiency is going to be 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 is the efficiency. How long will it take? So this is increased, so this will reduce. Directly multiply. Answer is 5 into 8 by 9, which is nothing but 40 by 9. 40 by 9 is 4. 4 by 9 days. 4 by 9 days. Our next question. A is twice as efficient as B and B is thrice as efficient as C. A is twice as efficient as B and B is thrice as efficient as C. So again, a very simple question. It has three things: A, B, C. A is twice as efficient as B and B is thrice as efficient as C. So C is 1, B would be 3 and A would be twice as efficient as B. So which means A would be 6. A is twice as efficient as B. So if A alone working takes 16 days, 16 more days that taken by all three working together, in how many days will B and C together complete the work is a question. If A alone takes 16 days more than the time taken by all three working together, how many days will B and C together complete the work? So since the efficiency is given and we have three parameters here. So since we have three parameters here, we don't know what is the work. We can't put ulta here. We can't say 1, 3, 6 is the time. We should find what is the time for each person that a person may take. So for that I'll have to consider my work. So I don't know what is the work which has to be done. So what I'll do here is I'll take LCM for all the three numbers, 6, 3, 1 for the efficiencies, and I'll take that as my work. So I'll take this as 6 chocolates which has to be had. LCM for 6, 3, 1 is 6 chocolates. So 6 chocolates, A can, what they've given is with A as 6 as the efficiency, can finish the work in. So A can have 6 chocolates per day, then 6 chocolates can be added by A in how many days? 1 day. Then B can have 3 chocolates per day, then B can have 6 chocolates in how many days? 2 days. C can have 1 chocolate per day, then 6 chocolates can be added by C in how many days? 6 days. So 1, 2, 6 is the time taken efficiency. If A alone working takes 16 more days than the time taken by all three working together. So A alone takes 16 more days. So what is given here? All three working together. So if all three working together, the efficiency is going to be 6 plus 3 plus 1, which is going to be 9. 9 is the efficiency. With 9 as the So what we have here is the time taken. The time taken for B is going to be, C is going to be 6 parts of the time, B is going to be 2 parts of the time, and A is going to be 1 part of the time. So what they have given is A working alone takes 16 days more than the time taken by all the three working together. So if all three works, the time taken is going to be 6 plus 2 plus 1, 9 parts of the time, and A working alone will take 1 part of the time. So which means A is take all three together, they take 8 parts more time. So 8 parts more time, what they told was if A working alone takes 16 days more than that. So A takes 8 parts more than all three working together, which is equal to 16 days. All three working together, and we know by parts A takes 8 parts more, by days it's going to be 16 days. That is the case, then 1 part is equal to 2 days. 1 part is equal to 2 days. So in how many days B and C will complete the work together is the question. If B and C work together, how many days will they take to finish the work? So we know something that if B and C work together, how long will they take to finish the work? And if that is the case, if both of them work together, they'll take 8 parts of the time. They'll take A and B together. If they work together, they'll take 8 parts of the time. That 8 parts of the time I'm very sorry about this question because I have some mistakes here. So we'll do it from the beginning. What is given here is A, B, C. All three are there. And we've given this saying that A is thrice as efficient as B and B is twice as A is twice as efficient, twice as efficient as B, and B is thrice as efficient as C. That is the case. C is the lowest, it's 1. B would be 3 and A would be 6. So what they've given is if A working alone takes 16 days more than the time taken by all the three. So the efficiency we get to know at 631. We don't know what is the work. So work is going to be the LCM of all three. We'll take 631. The LCM is going to be 6. That is the case. Then time taken would be with 6 as the efficiency. Let's assume this is 6 chocolates which has to be had, and A takes 6 chocolates can be added by A as 6 chocolates per day. It will take 1 day. B will take 3 chocolates per day. It takes 2 days. And C would take 6 chocolates. He will take 1 per day. It takes 6 parts of the time. So what they've given is A working alone takes 16 days more than the time taken by all the three working together. So 16 days more than the time taken by all three working together. So their question is how many days will B and C together complete the work? So B and C together, how many days will they take to complete the work together? So it is understandable here. A and B, I mean A, B, C, 3, all three together, the efficiency is going to be 9. 9 is the efficiency. 9 is the efficiency. They take X days to finish the work. Then A alone works. A alone works, which means 6 is the efficiency. If 6 is the efficiency, it takes 16 days more. 6x plus 16, 16 more days to finish the work. Then the question is, then how many days will all three? From here, what I'm trying to do here is, with all three working together, I'm trying to find the number of days. So the minute I can find the number of days for all three working together, then we could find for B and C. So all three working together, it's going to be directly multiplying. So 9x is equal to 6x plus 96. So the answer is going to be 3x. So 3x is equal to 96. 3x is equal to 96. X is nothing but 32. So if x is 32, which means A, B, C, all three together take 32 days to finish the work, then A alone takes 16 more days. So 16 more days will take, A alone will take 48 days. Their question right now is B and C together will take how many days is their question. So we know with 9 as the efficiency, we take 32 days to finish the work. Then B and C work, their efficiency is going to be 3 plus 1, 4. 4 is the efficiency. How many days will they take? So it's a direct multiplication. We would say 8 into 9, 72 days. They'll take 72 days to finish the work. So they'll take 72 days to finish the work. Again, a very simple question, but it took much longer than what we expected. So our answer is 72 days for this question. So I believe this video would have been useful for you. I really recommend you guys to subscribe my videos so that you can watch more videos like this. And I thank you so much for the time and patience that you've been listening to me so long. So I'll see you guys again in my next video.